In 1930, King Fuad I disrupted the political landscape of Egypt with a new constitution. However, an underground revolution had already begun in 1922 when he proclaimed himself king, sparking an unstable power struggle. What truly transpired during those years? In 1930, an underground revolution unfolded in Egypt as King Fuad I instigated a significant political upheaval by enacting a new constitution. To grasp the essence of this revolution, we must rewind to the political shock of 1922, when King Fuad I officially changed his title from Sultan to King of Egypt. This was not merely a shift in nomenclature. It marked the onset of a covert battle to reaffirm royal power amidst the burgeoning political and nationalist movements. In 1923, Egypt's first official constitution was promulgated, granting the king substantial powers, including the authority to dissolve parliament and appoint a cabinet. During the mid-1920s, King Fuad I, a figure of noble descent, felt the need to consolidate his power in response to the rising political forces. Thus, he began to plan a political change that would reshape Egypt's political landscape. However, by 1928, King Fuad I had annulled the 1923 constitution, a bold move to strengthen royal control. He introduced the 1930 constitution, laden with provisions that restricted parliament's power while further consolidating his own. This clearly marked a shift towards a dictatorial government, as parliament gradually became a tool for King Fuad I to enact his policies. The alteration in the power structure did not come without resistance. In 1931, elections under the 1930 constitution were held, but were boycotted by opposition parties. This boycott reflected strong dissatisfaction among political forces, particularly the Wafdi party, led by Saad Zaghloul. They vehemently criticized the new constitution, openly warning that these changes went against the people's aspirations. This tension revealed that, despite King Fuad I's establishment of a new political mechanism, actual power remained in the hands of the opposition and the people's struggle. Public pressure and the reactions from political parties peaked in 1933 when King Fuad I was compelled to dismiss Prime Minister Ismail Sidki, who had been appointed under the 1930 constitution. This was a significant setback in the king's efforts to consolidate his authority, indicating that resistance from political leaders and the populace was beginning to take effect. In this context, by late 1935, King Fuad I decided to issue Royal Decree No. 118, reinstating the 1923 constitution, thereby ending the royal dictatorship he sought to establish through the 1930 constitution. These events unfolded in Cairo, where Abdeen Palace, the royal residence, became the epicenter of political debates. The palace was not only the workplace of King Fuad I, but also the site where the most crucial decisions regarding Egypt's political course were made. The struggle between King Fuad I and the political parties occurred not only on the streets of Cairo, but also in the hallowed halls of the legislative bodies. The constitutional amendments and the political turmoil in Egypt during the 1930s were pivotal not only for the nation, but also in the broader context of the emergence and development of independent nations worldwide. We can see that despite King Fuad I's repeated attempts to strengthen his power, the resistance from opposition forces, societal pressures, and the role of other political movements played a crucial part in shaping democracy in Egypt. This turning point is significant not just in Egyptian history, but also in global history, as nations seek a horizon of freedom. From the story of King Fuad times, we sense the power of resistance, of people who refuse to surrender to tyrannical regimes and continuously strive for a better society, especially one that is fair and democratic. Will these changes be strong enough to alter the future political landscape, and will the Egyptian government truly learn lessons from this historical shock? Time will answer that question.